Hello, welcome to Ylock. Today we'll be working on 6th grade worksheet as we usually do, and I'll be going over the answers for this week's worksheet. So let's go over the first page. The first page is about prime factorization, and it says to fill in the missing numbers in these prime factor trees with prime factors in the circle. Then complete the prime factorization product underneath. Alright, so it wants us to fill in the missing numbers for the prime factorizations, then complete the prime factorization underneath. So this is super simple. You should think of this as very simple division or even multiplication. 6 times what makes 12? It's going to be 2, right? What times what make up 6? 2 and 3. Because these two are prime factors. They can't be divided by anything other. They can't be divided into whole numbers by anything other than themselves and 1. So 27. Let's take a look at 27. Actually, let's complete this. 12's prime factorization will be this number, this number, this number. So 2, 2, 3. Alright, so what do we do here for number 2? Number 2, we're going to have 9 times what equals 27. 9 times 3 is going to equal 27. What times what equals 9? 3 times 3. So super simple right here. 27 is 3 times 3 times 3. Cool? Alright, let's go just skip this one because this one's the exact same as the last two and just go to number 4. Number 4 is a little special. It doesn't give us this, but what number can you think of that multiplies to 20? Well, there's a lot. There's 2 times 10, 4 times 5, and these two but reverse, right? But in the square, we want to have a non-prime number, and the two non-prime numbers here is 10 and 4. So it can either be 10 right here and 2 here, or it can be 4 right here and 5 here. Okay, this number isn't always bigger, but in this case, but sometimes it might be bigger on this. Sometimes it might be bigger here or here. It doesn't matter. What matters is that this is divisible into two other prime factors, 2 and 5. If you split it up to 5 and 4, then you would have gone 2 and 2 right here and 5 right here. Anyway, our answer is exactly the same. 2 times 2 times 5 is equal to 20. Alright, let's go over the second page. The second page talks about the mode and the range of each sets of the data below. So, what you have to know, some terminologies. Mode is the number that appears the most in set of data. For instance, it'll make a little more sense when we go into it. And range is the largest number minus the smallest number. Okay, the largest number in the set minus the smallest. So going over this stage, I see from a quick look, I see a -4 and -4. Those are 2 there. -1, -1. Let's see, 5. 3, 3, and 3. There's nothing else from what I can see. I can see the 2 2s, but there's nothing on the 2 zeros. Nothing has as many as 3. So there's 3 3s, and it's and appears the most out of this entire data set, right? So our answer for the mode is going to be 3. For the range, we're going to take the smallest number. So the smallest number right here, -6. And the largest number, actually, it's right next to each other, 11. 11 is the largest number, smallest. 6 is the smallest number. And you set it up, 11 minus -6. And the two negatives cancel out, make a positive, and then you get 17 as your range. Let's go to... I feel like that's good enough explanations for the next two. Let's go over this one, actually. The mode, what appears the most? This one's super simple. Let's look over it. 1.5 appears twice. 2.7 looks to only appear once. 0.8 appears twice. 1.6 appears 1, 2, 3 times. So 1.6 appears 3 times. That's the largest amount that the same number appears, and that will be our mode. Our mode is the easy part, and going over to the range, what is the smallest number in this entire data set? Well, looking with a quick look, I can tell it's 0.8 right here. What's the largest number? Well, a quick look, looks like 2.7. So 2.7 minus 0.8, that's going to be 1.9. And that's going to be our answer. Got it? This is going to be the range, the max minus the min. Okay, cool. And page 3, multiplying and dividing negative numbers. Alright, this is my bad. Find the product and the quotient. Well, negative. The rule is if 1 is negative, it's always negative. If 2 is negative, it's always positive. If none of them are negative, it's always positive. Okay? Check here. There's one negative here. 6 times 2 is 12, and since there's only one negative sign, we put a negative. I'm gonna skip over number 5. Negative 5 times 10. 5 times 10 is 50. And the negative sign right here, there's only one, like this. For right here, 21 divided by negative 7. Well, 7 goes in 21 3 times, but since there's one negative sign, it's gonna be negative. It's the same story for the rest. Alright, cool. Going over to the word problems. Well, let's do them as well. A company donates 953 pencils to a school. Pencils are divided evenly among 9 classrooms. The rest of the pencils are given to the library. How many pencils were donated to each classroom in the library? So, from the word question, we have to interpret the rest of the pencils that were given to the library. This is going to be the remainder when divided by 9 classrooms, okay? So once you just set 935 and then divide by 9, you're going to get 1 minus 9. Then you get 3, but you can't, 9 does not go into 3. 35, 9 goes into 35 3 times actually, and you get minus 27, and then you'll get 8. R8. So, sorry about the handwriting, it's kind of difficult. So 103 remainder 8. So to each classroom, there goes 103 pencils, and there are 8 pencils given to the library. Alright, cool. Let's do, now that we're kind of out of time, let's just do the last question. Randy ate 3/8 of a pizza. So let's divide it up into 8 even sections. And by even, I mean as even as my drawing can get. Why do I do that? As even as my drawing can get. 8 even sections. Randa ate 3 of these, and Marvin, when it's split into 4 equivalent pieces, he ate 1/4, so 2/8. 1/4 is the same as 2/8. What fraction of the pizza did Randa and Marvin eat? Now that we have the fraction, we know that we can count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's out of 8, they ate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5/8 will be your answer. Thank you for listening.